Hello, good morning, and welcome to Creepy Cheapies with Dr. Lady, coming to you from the Library of Horror Hotel and also from within the largest coat in the Great Lakes area. I am Superman, and I know what's happening. Yeah, fighting a never-ending battle for truth, justice, and the American way. Sure. Where were we? I hope you're well today. Hope you're doing well, and hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good and doing well. Doing good like Superman, like helping people, and doing well like not in poor health today. I'm fine, thank you. Although I didn't feel so hot earlier. I had, I think it was a headache. I think I had a headache. Why do I say I think? Well, it's hard to remember. I think I had a headache a while ago. But, well, no, it's just hard to remember. I know I got some painkillers of some sort. It might have been Tylenol, was it, or was it ibuprofen, or is ibuprofen Tylenol? No, ibuprofen is what? Is that Advil, and maybe acetaminophen, or as the Mummy pronounces it, acetaminophen. Yeah, maybe it was that, or maybe it was just plain aspirin. I forget now. I just remember I got some painkillers, and they were in a little box, and you had to peel the cellophane off the box, and then you had to tear the box open the little flap, and then you look at the box, and then there were little cardboard or stiff paper struts or braces or something in there, and you're supposed to bend those out of the way, I guess, and I couldn't get them out of the way by bending them, so I ripped them out, and then I took the jar out, and then I took I thought I could open the jar, but no, I had to take the little clear plastic seal off, not the kind of seal that you see at Sealand, that goes, not that kind of a seal, but the little ring of clear plastic, and I couldn't get that off with just my fingernail, so I had to take a razor blade and slice it and get the little plastic ring off, and then I thought, okay, now I can open the jar of painkillers, but turns out you had to get the cap in exactly the right position around there, and there are two little triangles that have to line up exactly, so I finally, okay, I got that again, okay, and then, you try to pop that cap off, and it hurts your thumb, and then you're like, wow, that hurts, now I really do need the pain pill, but you finally did, the cap comes up, and you think, okay, now I've got now there's foil on there, a little disc of like foil on there, and you're supposed to peel that off, so there's a little tiny flap hanging down there, a little tab on one side of the bottle, and you get hold of that, and it tears loose, and you have that little tiny flap, and then the foil is still stuck to the top of the bottle, so you can't get that off after you pick at it for a bit with your fingernail. Then you get the razor blade back again, and you carve it out, and then you rip the foil out of there, but then it's all jaggedy around the edges, and you think, I should peel that off a little better, and then you think, oh, I'm crying out loud, never mind, it's fine. And then you reach in there, and then there's some cotton, and you start pulling the cotton, and there's enough cotton in the top of the bottle that someone could make a pillowcase out of it, so you don't want to throw it away, so you put the cotton someplace, and finally, at that point, you get down to the painkillers, and finally I could see the pills were in there, and there's the box is this big, and then the jar is only that big, and then there's all the cotton, and then there's about this tiny little puddle of pills at the bottom of the jar, and by that time, I couldn't remember what it was that I needed the pills for. So, that's a success story for the pharmaceutical company, because, as far as they're concerned, the way that went down was somebody didn't feel well, purchased the product, shortly felt better. They can claim that as a win right there. Whether it was Tylenol or aspirin or Advil or whoever. Anyway, what were we going to talk about? Oh yes, masks. Today's mask is an especially frightening one from a great sculptor, Anders Lyrka, who came up with this monstrosity for the people at Lord Grimley's Manor. And I believe that's the only place you can get one of these, is from Lord Grimley's Manor, either their website, lordgrimleysmanor.com, or their eBay store. I don't know any place else you can get. The Duchess of Devonshire. What? That's what she's called, the Duchess of Devonshire. And that's a lot of letters and a lot of words for the name of a mask, but she's sort of a companion piece to an earlier mask we discussed also here on Creepy Cheapies, the Duke of Devonshire. Well, duh. Yeah, Chiss. She's a companion piece to that one. They really don't look anything alike, but it's as if he were a rotted corpse zombie and she is more of a ghost. Yeah, I would say that's what she is ghost. Even though she's sort of got vampire teeth along the traditions of London After Midnight, or werewolf teeth in the tradition of Paul Nashi, something like that. So she could be Nashi her teeth. Yeah. Look at the detail on this thing. Good heavens. And I did not do anything to the paint. It came straight from Lord Grimley's with such details as earrings, sculpted, molded in, and painted very nicely. This amazing collar that looks like an old-fashioned costume she'd be wearing, a period dress. Look at the detail on that. Again, I did nothing to this. It actually came, even with her little cameo thing on there. Remember them? Word Up? Yeah. How cool is that? And she has plenty of hair here. Zoom out a little for you once again. She has plenty of hair arranged nicely, like somehow she thought if she did her hair up right, she'd look presentable. I'm not sure that was enough, really, to do the job, but by golly, she tried. She has some pride in her appearance. It's a really unusual and unique and really strange off-the-wall look for masks. And if you have, 100 other zombie and vampire and dead person masks, you don't have anything else that looks quite like this. And I have not had Laura do anything to the hair either. This is straight out of the package, okay? Which she's got these, what do you call those? What's the word for those curls that go like that? She says curls will do. Okay, she's got the curls. And I'm not sure if this is what's supposed to be going on in the back or if mine's a little bit messed up in the back, but I think you can see the pattern of how that's glued. Again, I did not do anything to this. It looks like this straight out of the package, which is kind of amazing. And equally amazing is the fantastically detailed paint job on the face. Look at the teeth, complete with kind of nasty tartar stained look to them and stretchy comic book style goop in between upper and lower choppers there. Look at that, and all those little nasty holes and pits, and my gosh, she's so old, she's got hairs growing out of the wrinkles in her liver spots, Look at these eyes, spooky, recessed, creepy ghost eyes, very nicely painted. And this sells for, I believe, around 70 bucks. 70, 75 bucks. And that's a pretty good deal because this paint job is probably worth 70 or 80 bucks on its own. It's that advanced and that meticulously done. And I didn't say ridiculously, I said meticulously. So the Duchess obviously would wear an old-fashioned outfit, hopefully something white or pale. A Victorian or Elizabethan period looking gown. Yeah, if you're going to be having her scare people at the haunted house or the haunted car wash or whatever. Pretty scary, those shiny little beady eyes back in there and that creepy, screaming, moaning, howling face. What a great one this is. Came out in 2020, again only available I think from Lord Grimley's Manor. That's the Grimley, Grimley's, and I believe around 75, 80 bucks, and well worth it for something with this amazing level of detail and all that cool hair, and because it just doesn't look like any other mask. It's one of the most original takes on a ghost or an evil spirit or a disgruntled dead person that I've seen in some time. So big thumbs up. And well, as far as the issue of the painkillers and aspirins and so forth, different people will recommend different painkillers. Some people prefer Tylenol, some people prefer Advil, some people prefer aspirin. But one thing that everybody agrees on and nobody can argue with is that Tylenol backwards is lonely tea.